In this lesson, we're going to talk about something very important for your future financial well-being: individual retirement accounts, or IRAs. There are two main types you need to know about: traditional IRA and Roth IRAs. Think of these as powerful tools that put you in the driver's seat when it comes to saving for your future retirement. Let's get started. Let's start with the traditional IRA. One of its key features is the potential for a tax break right now in the year you make the contribution. When you contribute to a traditional IRA, that money is usually tax deductible. Think of it this way: if you contribute $1,000, it will lower your taxable income this year, meaning you would pay less in taxes. The money then grows over time, and you don't pay taxes on those earnings until you take the money out in retirement. However, when you do withdraw that money in retirement, it is taxed as ordinary income, just like the money you earn from a job. It is important to know that if you take money out before age 59 and a half, you will usually face penalties and taxes, early withdrawal penalties. Traditional IRAs have limits on how much you can contribute each year. We'll see those numbers later on. Finally, once you reach a certain age in retirement, over 70, the government requires you to start taking withdrawals. They are called required minimum distributions, or RMDs. Now let's talk about the Roth IRA. There is a big difference here when the taxes happen. With the Roth, you contribute money that you have already paid taxes on. This is called after-tax money, so no tax break in the current year. However, the exciting part is that your money then grows completely tax-free, and if you make qualified withdrawals in retirement, those withdrawals are also completely tax-free. That means you don't owe the government any taxes on that income in your retirement years. Key things to remember about Roth IRAs: just like traditional IRAs, there are annual contribution limits, and these limits are combined if you contribute to both. There are also income limits to be able to contribute directly to a Roth IRA. If you earn too much money, you will not be eligible. A great feature of Roth IRAs is that you can always withdraw the contributions you made at any time, tax-free and penalty-free. However, withdrawing earnings or any gains or interest that you acquired before retirement will have special rules. Also, unlike traditional IRAs, you are not required to take distributions, that's RMDs, from a Roth IRA during your lifetime. How do you decide which IRA, traditional versus Roth, might be the right one for you? The big factor to consider is your current tax bracket compared to what you expect your tax bracket to be in retirement. If you think you're in a lower tax bracket now, like many who might be starting early in their careers, a Roth IRA could be a great choice. You pay the taxes now at a lower rate and then enjoy tax-free income in retirement when your income and potentially your tax bracket might be higher. On the other hand, if you're in the higher tax bracket now and expect to be in a lower one in retirement, a traditional IRA might be more appealing because you get the tax breaks now when it's more valuable. For many young adults, Roth IRAs often make a lot of sense. you're likely to be in a lower tax bracket early in your career. Plus, the earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow tax-free. The compounding effect over many years can be huge. As we mentioned, the ability to withdraw your contributions, if you absolutely need them, offers you some flexibility. Let's talk about the numbers. For 2025, the total amount you can contribute to all your IRAs, both traditional and Roth combined, is $7,000 for those who are under the age of 50. Over 50, you can contribute a little more. Keep in mind that this limit can change each year due to inflation, so it's good to stay informed. For Roth IRAs, there are also income limits for 2025 for single individuals. If your modified adjusted gross income is above $150,000, your contribution amounts will be very limited. For married couples filing joint returns, if the MAGI is above $236,000, your contribution amounts will also be limited. If you go over an upper limit number, you would then no longer be able to contribute to a Roth IRA for that year. So what makes a Roth IRA withdrawal qualified and therefore tax-free and penalty-free in retirement? You will need to meet two conditions. First, the account must have been open for at least 5 years. This 5-year rule starts when you make your first Roth IRA contribution. Second, you need to be age 59 and a half or older. There are some exceptions to the age rule, however, such as disability, first-time home purchases, or qualified education expenses. So let's wrap things up. Remember the main differences. Traditional IRAs can give you a tax break now, while Roth IRAs offer the potential for tax-free income in your future. For many young adults, the Roth IRA can be a really powerful tool to begin building your future wealth because you're likely in a lower tax bracket now and have a long time for those tax-free earnings to compound. So think about your current financial situation and your future goals. Does a traditional IRA or a Roth IRA sound like a better fit for you? For many of you, opening up a Roth IRA account or a traditional IRA account will be a fantastic first step towards your retirement savings.